Oh,
You're muted, Todd. There you go.
There we go.
As you said, it's always possible when it goes live here. Hey, it's Todd here from Baking with Foxhole Kitchen, along with Dave. And we have our friends from Pepper Tree Villa, Doug and Arnie, and Donna as well.
Hi.
So I'm trying to get.
Can I
have no idea what I'm doing here.
really like the intro. That was really well done, you guys.
The wonders of
The little intro you did.
Canva.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are here today. It is August 19th, and we're here for the World Humanitarian Day and our fundraiser for No Kid Hungry. So with that being said, with a sequel, you always got to go bigger, better, badder. And I think we definitely got that ready here today. And to kind of kick things off, and then we're going to kick it over to Donna with her first recipe of the day. We're going to start off with, Dave knows one of my favorite movies are the Scream trilogy movies. So in a parody form of the rules to survive a horror movie, we're going to show you the rules to survive a cooking show. The rules are always bigger.
The recipes are always bigger.
I can't read. The recipes are much more elaborate. More ingredients, more food. You want to read the next one?
If you want your show to become a successful franchise, never, ever, under any circumstances, assume you won't taste your food, because you will.
Unexpected is the new cliche. You have to have an opening sequence. Well, I did kind of have an opening sequence, but it kind of backfired on that one a little bit.
Yeah.
And everything is bigger than last time. Bigger budget, bigger cast, and bigger goals with more food, shenanigans, and Miss Floof.
Yay, Miss Floof.
Where's Miss Floof? Do we get to see Miss Floof?
What am I doing? Yeah.
Okay, now I'll hide. I'll hide it. There.
Okay. This is why I have Dave as the tech guru here. Yeah. What we're here for today is raising funds for No Kid Hungry. You have some of the facts that No Kid Hungry.
1 moment here.
That we always have to kind of cover here.
Yeah, I have to get them on my phone. So, no child should go hungry in the U.S., yet 1 in 8 children in the United States could face hunger this year. Every dollar donated can provide 10 meals for a hungry child. When kids don't have the food they need, they are more likely to struggle in school, miss class, and not feel well. However, when kids are fed, they are stronger, smarter, and healthier. Childhood hunger is a solvable problem. No Kid Hungry is focused on ending childhood hunger in the U.S. by making sure kids have the food they need in school, during the summer, and at home.
Yes, and that's what we're here about today, to raise funds for childhood hunger. And it's also World Humanitarian Day. And the theme of this year's World Humanitarian Day is It Takes a Village. Sound familiar, Arnie?
Oh, very much so. Very much so.
Okay. Donna, how soon are you ready to roll out here?
I am ready whenever you guys are ready.
Okay. So we will let you kick things off.
All right.
I will mute me and take it away.
Okay. So guys, we are making something that is really simple but really delicious. It only needs 3 ingredients, and I've got my oven already preheating to 375 degrees, and I've lined a baking sheet with parchment paper. But 3 ingredients, and this would make a great after-school snack too for kids. It's you get your Pillsbury crescent roll dough sheet. If you don't have a dough sheet at your store where it doesn't have the seams, and cuts them into individual crescent rolls, it's fine. You can get those and just like squeeze the seams together, like so it doesn't, it's all in one big sheet. So basically, you just want it all in one big sheet. So I've got that. I've got my 10 pieces of bacon cooked crispy and crumbled. And we have our nod to Pennsylvania is Philadelphia chive and onion cream cheese spread. So we're going to use that. And they're going to make pretty pinwheels. I'll show you how it's all done. And let's get going. So we're going to open these. I know some people are scared of opening these because they pop, but it's, it is what it is. If we jump, All right. So if it doesn't, see, mine didn't open. So you're just going to bang it on your counter. Go ahead, Richard. We're gonna pan it down so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, ready? And bam. There you go. And now we can open it. And I'll show you how this should be in one sheet with no seams. And this has a little bit of a hole in it, and that's okay. We're just going to press it together like we would if we had a can of regular crescent rolls. And I like the dough sheet just because it saves you that time of having to seal all the seams by pinching them together. We're just going to pat it out and get it in to one long rectangle, right? Simple. So now, I think if you can push it like a little bit more down, because they need to feel a bit more. Okay, so now I've got my cream cheese. I've let it sit at room temperature for about 20 minutes to half an hour, just so you can spread it easier. And we're going to use this whole, I believe it's 8 ounces. It is 7.5. I think it used to be 8 ounces, and then, they kind of cut back on portion sizes and stuff. But I think this is like a great thing you can make with children. The children can obviously do this. It's not too hard. It's yummy. It's a great after-school snack or an appetizer or football food. And don't forget to donate, guys, to the fundraiser. Again, it's benefiting No Kid Hungry. So make sure you donate so we can hit our goal today.
Yeah, we dropped the link there in the chat. Just click the link and you can go ahead and donate to the cause of No Kid Hungry.
And the voice of Arnie appeared. I love that. I wish that would happen in like my everyday life. Like, where's Arnie?
Oh, that could be arranged, Donna.
Oh, now see, I like that. I might hold you to that.
Yeah, we'll change up the Siri voice and we'll put my voice there instead.
I love it.
Many people may want Morgan Freeman to narrate their life. We all want Arnie to narrate our life.
I just want Arnie.
I actually want Moira Rose.
I want Moira Rose.
Okay, so as you can see, I've basically covered the dough with the cream cheese, right? Now you can use the vegetable flavored kind, any kind that's savory. You obviously don't want to use your brown sugar and cinnamon on this. Although you might with the bacon. I don't know. It might taste like a cinnamon roll. I've never thought of that. But if I did do that, I'd probably sprinkle the dough also before. I'd probably put a little melted butter and then sprinkle cinnamon sugar. And then do the cinnamon, brown sugar, cream cheese, and then put the bacon. So I'm just going to evenly layer the bacon, which again, I said I cook crispy because you don't want, fatty, flabby bacon in here. And then I chopped it up with my chef's knife. You can crumble it with your hands if you want to.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think anybody really cares for gummy bacon. I would rather have crispy bacon myself.
Yeah, I do not like undercooked bacon.
PTV is a crispy bacon household.
Yeah.
Not happening.
It just feels underdone to me when it's not that way. And I think it's kind of icky. Okay, so now we're going to go the long way, okay? And we're going to roll it, and we're going to roll it tight. And then I'm probably going to rinse my hands off because I just got cream cheese on it. So I'll do that real fast. Although, oh no, it's not that bad. Okay, so now you can see we have this big log of, crescent roll, cream cheese, and bacon goodness. I've got my good knife here. You need a very sharp knife. I tried with this serrated knife because I made a batch ahead of time so that we don't have to wait the 20 minutes for the baking. But this one didn't work so much. It kind of squished the crescent roll dough. So this one's the way to go. Very sharp. I'm going to cut it in half just because it'll make it easier now on my cutting board there. And we're just going to cut them into, I don't know, like 1/4-inch pieces. You can make them as big or as small as you want, but these are going to be like appetizers. So,
Appetizers.
Appetizers, yes.
so we're just, I would say I'm doing it like maybe 1/4-inch thick, and you want to put them about 1 inch apart because they're going to puff up when you bake them. And we're just going to cut through, and you can reform them. Like if they come out kind of funky looking, just kind of push it together so it's more round, because in the cutting of it sometimes it kind of spreads it a little bit.
So Donna, if you don't have a sharp knife, I know in the past I've used dental floss.
I was just going to say if you don't have a sharp knife, definitely use dental floss. That's what I use when I make cinnamon rolls, and it works like a charm. Just make sure it's not flavored, because you do not want peppermint in your cream cheese bacon. We're not brushing our teeth here.
And as the saying goes, bacon makes everything better. So.
Oh, everything is better with bacon. You could be having a bad day, but if you put something with bacon in front of me, I'm a happy girl.
I have to agree with that. Bacon is deliciousness.
Yes. Now, I don't know. Have any of you guys ever tried this recipe before? It's a classic. I've been making this for decades.
I've never done this one. Have you done?
Cream cheese on.
It's such a great presentation. I used to make it every Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve for our appetizers.
Well, if anybody out there is interested in any of the recipes that we bring on live today, message one of us and we will be more than happy to definitely give you guys the recipe for anything that we make today. So
Absolutely.
And it looks like right now we've got 12 people watching so far. If you guys are out there, say hi in the chat and
yes.
let us know.
I'll reshare. Make sure you share out the stream, everybody that's watching, so others can join us and help our fundraiser.
Yeah, our fundraiser, our goal is $1,500. So we did 1105
last year, October.
last October, I believe. I'll double check the amount on that here later on. But yeah, those look really good, Donna, and yeah, it looks like a really simple recipe too to even do for any sort of occasion.
I wanted to pick something that was kid friendly too. So because I think if you lay a good foundation for the kids and they're able to make things, then that'll carry over to their adulthood as well, and it'll make them self-sufficient. You won't have to call Uber Eats and pay through the nose for mediocre food.
Yeah,
So here's what it looks like. I'm going to put it in the oven.
Come to think of it, Donna,
Yeah.
I could actually probably even demonstrate this recipe for my members at my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work at a adult training facility
That would be
for
amazing.
those with intellectual disabilities, and this is something that they could definitely do.
Oh, hands down. They would have such a great time making it too. Because I know it's like, when they're spreading the cream cheese, it's almost like frosting, right? And it's good. And it helps them cognitively and with their dexterity and mobility. I think it's a great thing. But here's the finished product.
No.
Oh my!
Aren't they beautiful? And here, I'll hold one up.
Oh wow.
What do you think, Arnie?
Donna, those look fantastic. I wish I could sink my teeth into them right now.
Wish we could get there.
You gonna try one on camera, Richard?
They're really good.
He's been eating them behind the camera.
Oh, oh, that's awesome, Richard.
Let's
Good.
try one. These are always such a good hit. And they, I mean, almost everybody loves them except someone that doesn't like cream cheese or bacon.
And what
I
person?
mean, and they're not invited to my house, so.
What person is right in their mind to be hating on cream cheese or bacon?
I know, right? Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's my recipe. And I just want to thank you guys so much for having me.
Yeah,
And I can't wait to do this again with you guys. And come on, I want everyone in the chat to share out the stream. Make sure you donate and let everyone else know and give them the link. If they can't watch the stream, they can always make the donation.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I understand it's Saturday, people get busy, and maybe they'll watch the replay too. So make sure you just share it out.
Yeah. With that being said, let's talk about why we are here.
Sometimes they're just so tired because they haven't had anything to eat that they'll just put their heads down and go to sleep.
I never really even consider students going hungry. A lot of times they don't want to tell you because they're embarrassed.
When our school district started offering meals regardless of income, kids feel just as valuable as the child next to them.
No Kid Hungry helps schools get the supplies they need to feed kids.
Food is the most important school supply.
Okay, we are back.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And with that kind of being a little depressing a little bit, I think we need to kind of liven things up a little
Okay.
bit. What do you think, Dave?
Sure. Let's do
Yeah, we'll go with this one here.
crazy.
Okay, that is Howie making his YouTube. Well, his second appearance on
Second
YouTube.
on your turns.
That's our air fryer.
I was going to say, that wasn't me.
I got in trouble last time, Dave knows, for our anniversary show. I had Howie at the end of our lobster mac and cheese video, which my mom kind of didn't like me having her dog on the video. She's like, "You didn't give me credit for him being on the video." I'm like, he was there.
He was there.
Cuteness factor. So, okay. So,
Yeah, Doug is just starting some prep work here on our side.
Okay, great.
okay. Let's see here. Let's check our amounts here, see if we are, how we are doing.
$20.
Okay, we got our first $20.
Woohoo! Yeah.
And
Awesome.
it was Richard.
Thanks, Richard. You get to eat all the rest of the bacon puffs.
Yes.
Yes. We appreciate that, Richard. Like I
Yeah.
said, our goal is bigger this time.
I'm sure there's more coming your way.
Oh,
It's just going to
absolutely.
take time for people to wake up.
Yes. Come on, guys. I know there's 10 people watching right now.
So, yeah.
The next person to donate $50, Dave will sing.
No, Dave's
Yeah.
not singing.
Yes.
No. No.
If you guys want to hear Dave sing on air,
No. We're not singing.
donate $50, and Dave will sing his song that he has to do for our next community theater production.
Oh, sure. I don't know about that.
Which he's already getting rave reviews for the song that he's doing.
I'm sure it'll be wonderful.
So,
Well, you've got time, so.
well.
Way to go, Dave.
Hey, if I had to sing last time, I think it's your turn to be singing
Nobody
this.
has to sing. You
Yeah.
didn't have to sing last time.
Well, it got the money though, didn't it?
Mhm.
Or better yet, if we get $100, Arnie, I think you should be singing How about the bars?
What would I sing?
Whatever you want off the top of your head.
Can't because it's copyright.
Pepper Tree Villa.
Oh, hi, Kevin. Welcome to the live stream.
Thank you, Donna.
Anytime, Arnie.
So,
Yes, I'm saving everybody from hearing my voice sing
Yeah.
this time around. I kind of warned Dave he was going to be the one singing this time.
Mm.
Okay, so with that being said, let's cut to our other fun little moment with our newest spokes hamster here at Fox Hollow. Little John, or LJ as I like to call him, he was actually named after my character I did with
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood the musical. So,
Nice.
so let's have a moment with LJ. So I just checked the stats here, and we just got a $50 donation from a anonymous donor.
Nice.
So,
oh, wonderful.
Dave,
Nah,
with that being
we're not
said,
singing.
Take your
okay,
pick, Dave.
Oh man,
You've got this.
I'm not warmed up for this.
yeah, just do like the first couple bars of.
This is for this show we're doing a haunted house mystery, and I'm playing a sorcerer type character, and they're asking him to give up his to tell what he knows or to give up his secrets. So he has to sing. I have to sing "Secrets" by One Republic.
So,
which is really tough. It's a hard song. So
take it away.
He goes, I need another story, something to get off my chest. My life is kind of boring. Need something that I can confess. Too long my sleeves have stained red. Too low the truth that I've said. Come by it honestly, I swear. Thought you saw me wink, no, I've been on the brink. So tell me what you want to hear. Something that'll light those ears. Sick of all the insincere. So I'm gonna give all my secrets away. This time, don't need another perfect lie. Don't care if critics ever jump in line. I'm gonna give all my secrets away.
Very good. Very good.
That's
Awesome.
awesome, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
You took one for the team.
Yeah,
He has the voice, so he's already getting rave reviews from the director. And believe it or not, this show that we're doing,
it's almost sold out.
And we're literally 2 months out away.
We had to add another show because it was sold out already.
Wow.
And it's almost 2 months away.
That is so awesome.
So we've got Princess Paula Bell just joined the
Hi,
chat.
Paula.
Hey, Paula, how you doing?
I know her. She's in my Facebook group.
Oh,
awesome.
Awesome.
See,
Thanks for joining, Paula. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Paula's very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mr. Doug, are you ready to roll here?
I have. Oh, we should bring out the stuff. So,
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Okay.
something about One Republic. The guy who writes, his name is Ryan Tedder's, the head guy of
Yes.
the group. He writes every single song himself, and he sells song. And he sold one of the most popular songs to Adele. He writes a lot of Adele music for Adele.
He's a very prolific songwriter.
Yes,
He is amazing. I have like all of his albums.
I know there was a controversy here years ago where Kelly Clarkson basically tore him a new one because he wrote almost the exact same identical song that he also wrote for Beyonce, and he
yeah, they got to really watch their P's and Q's, but
yeah,
you got to find out when it comes to the whole copyright. So we are.
Yeah, Donna started with appetizers. We're going to go ahead and do
a brunch because
Yay!
we invented
awesome.
brunch. So
all right, let me get you guys full screen here.
Okay, great.
And
Hi,
we have
everyone.
a huge hi everyone. I'm Doug.
I'm Arnie.
And we have a huge emotional attachment to Trader Joe's. If you watch our live show on Pepper Tree Villa, we have a little taste test thing. So we're using all kinds of Trader Joe's stuff, and the world famous, everybody goes cuckoo over these. They're called the hash browns. People, they're like, what is that? I call it Max Steakhouse.
Yeah, if you've been to that's a Dougism.
Yeah.
If you've gone to McDonald's, you've had hash browns like this before, but these ones
have no garbage in them.
Yeah, they're not garbage. So these are very good. We're not saying that McDonald's is garbage. It's just that there's some additives there that you may not want. But this particular thing, we're doing a semi-homemade meal from Trader Joe's. We're doing breakfast tacos. Now, this is something that we're going to start with the base of this ingredient here.
Taiwanese onion pancakes. So this is all the rage in the social world.
This is one pancake is actually this package has 5 pancakes in it, so you could do 5 tacos. The way we're going to do these.
They're the weirdest things, and you have to like pan fry them. So they're just kind of very tasty. So you crisp these up, and what we're also going to put on it is we're going to put like an omelet or scrambled eggs, where we're going to put some spinach in it, and
so we're going to be moving. We're going to be moving the
cheese.
camera around here so you can see what Doug is doing in the kitchen.
We love air fryers. I have a thing for small kitchen appliances. So we have an air fryer. We actually have 2 of them, but we have the big one out, and we're air frying to get the hash browns. We like super crispy bacon and super crispy hash browns. Like all my potatoes have to be on the porn, has to be super crispy. Who does not like soggy bottoms and soggy potatoes?
Yeah, exactly. So we make sure that they're nice and crispy. So Doug is going to go ahead and also, here, let me turn the camera around here.
Yeah, we're almost done. Are they crispy enough?
So there he is. He is right now in the kitchen.
Super crispy.
Welcome to the kitchen of Pepper Tree Villa.
Super crispy.
If you have any questions about what we're doing or even about our kitchen, what we do regularly, just go ahead and ask. Just drop your question in the comments. We will answer your questions for you. Doug is actually, what kind of pan is that? That's a magic green pan, Doug, that you use?
Sorry. Everybody, these are the green pan.
Yeah, the green pan.
It's that ceramic thingy. It's all the rage out there. No more Teflon. Teflon bad.
Teflon is bad for you. The thing is that what's going on is, let's see. Let me get this a little bit better so we don't have quite as much glare. There we go. That's a little better. And I'll raise that camera up. Okay. I'll also take it in close. I'll get you a nice close-up very soon once Doug really gets cooking with us, because you're getting eggs right now, and
just getting that kind of out.
Because this is a simple dish to put together. What you do is you start by crisping up the onion pancake in the pan. Which is the pan going yet?
Huh?
No, you haven't started the pan yet.
You don't really need to warm up ceramic. Come to find out.
Okay,
so new cooking habit.
So you don't need to warm up the ceramic too much because it just gets the heat. It gets that heat immediately.
Just to give you guys, when cooking, like Donna wants to get young, approachable stuff for kids, to learn, and that also goes for teenagers and adults. the air fryer stuff. I think the one thing that people should learn, some of the basics, I wish there was home ec class still available, but is to scramble eggs, learn how to cook eggs. Because I think eggs is a cheap protein alternative for people to cook. Scramble some eggs for a quick dinner. You could put a bunch of stuff in it. It doesn't have to be complicated. And you have a meal. So it's a cheap meal. So I think people should learn how to cook eggs.
Eggs are
Boil
actually
water.
eggs right now. Now that the supply is much better, it's a better source. It's a good source of protein. It's actually a very affordable source of protein.
Yeah.
So
I mean, before we had a little burp this past year, but
so Doug is let's see, what are you start? Are you starting with the pan? Oh yeah, he's got the pan
yeah,
going.
I got once the Taiwanese green onion pancakes ready to cook.
Let me turn this. I'm just turning the laptop around so I can see what the camera's doing. Okay, so let me take the camera in so that you can actually watch Doug as he's cooking.
And you're gonna get everybody get sick.
Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. But we're going to be moving the camera a bit. Do not have. Here we go. Okay, there we go. So, Doug, you're warming up the pan right now. You put some oil in there, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna put some oil. So, just get a swig of,
Oh yeah.
just for the okay, a little hot.
Okay, so. All right. So we've got oiling up the pan right now.
I know green pan is supposed to be like oil free, but that doesn't work. This is something that you need to still pan fry it
Well, not to mention, it also adds a little flavor.
because you're crisping up these little oniony pancakey things. So you just want to get enough, just enough,
Just enough to cook the
maybe
bottom.
a tablespoon or two. I mean, it might seem like a lot, but what you're doing, and so these are what these things look like. They're white. I don't know what's made out of them. What is that?
It's a pancake.
I know, but I don't know
There's
if
some
it's
green onions in
meat
it.
or if it's.
Well, I'd have to read the ingredient list. So
Yeah.
there we go.
So, get this in here. To the pan fried. And what is that?
Here, you don't have your gloves on. Give it to me. Here.
Wheat and coconut.
Okay. So the ingredients of this thing: wheat flour, water, green onions, coconut oil, salt, and baking powder. That's it.
What is in it?
Wheat flour, water, green onions, coconut oil, salt, and baking powder.
Oh,
That's
so
it.
they're like a little wheat.
Yeah,
pancake.
they're a little pancake.
Okay.
So they're Taiwanese green pancake.
Okay. I got it.
Taiwanese green onion pancakes.
Come on.
Okay.
Here's that.
So he's crisping it up right now. Once it's crisped up, do you have your eggs ready to go? You can start
I'm
mixing
gonna
those.
start mixing some eggs. Eggs.
Okay.
That's a commercial.
One more time there, Doug.
Egg.
Okay. So this recipe, we use 2 eggs.
I'm eating 2. You can do 3. Do what you do want to do when you eat your eggs.
And the thing is that this dish particularly.
Wow, look what I did.
What?
I incinerated the egg into 1,000 pieces.
Oh, that's okay.
And I made a huge mess.
Okay.
Everything I touch gets ruined.
What's great about dishes like this is that they're very flexible. Just depends on the flavors that you want. You don't have to follow a recipe specifically. Just do what you want with flavors. So in this case, Doug will take a little bit of the egg and just scramble it up there. Gonna add a little half and half to it all. Gives it a little body.
Very little. I mean, we're talking a swig. I want some for the other one.
There you go. Oh yeah, that's right. Because we're gonna be making a second one. And add
Pepper. Some
add
people
pepper.
salt if you want to.
But
I pinch.
we don't add too much salt to cooking like this because when you do, you find that it might be a little too salty. However,
I'm finding as I'm getting older, everything is way too salty for me. So you do need to salt your food. You do need to salt for certain ingredients, but you got to control it because I think we as a society are eating way too much salt. And
so how's the pancake doing on one side? Is it crisping up?
Crisp up, crisp.
Okay.
No, it still needs
It still needs to crisp up a bit. Okay. So something else that we did was
It is on, isn't it?
yes, it's on. You'll notice that we have a sheet of aluminum foil back here.
I'm a clean freak and I'm tired of cleaning. So it's the splatter. It's my splatter.
Yeah, I don't know if people use splatter guards anymore, but we sure do
I
here
do.
at PTV.
Less cleanup. When you don't have to clean up a big mess, you like to cook more. It's a whole thing. When you make a huge mess, you're like, ugh, I don't want to cook that again. I made a huge mess. So we're waiting.
Yeah, we're just waiting for it to crisp up. Does anyone have any questions?
Comments or criticism?
Yeah, actually, I should probably have the phone in my hand so I can actually see what's going on. Okay.
Arnie, I actually have a question for you guys.
Sure.
Coming from somebody who does not have a Trader Joe's in the area, what is the difference between like the Trader Joe's food compared to like another chain?
Quality and cost,
Yeah.
I think is the easiest way to put it.
Okay.
They really pertain to top-notch quality, not a lot of fillers, not a lot of stuff. And they're super, super, super inexpensive. I mean, you can get their bag of orange chicken, which is their world famous, they're known for. And it's crispy chicken and their orange glaze.
Ooh.
And the bag for two people is $5.99.
$4.99.
$4.99 is $5.
Yeah, it's $5 for a bag of orange chicken.
It's just what
That
the
is
quality.
Very simple to prepare.
You can get high-end vanilla ice cream made with real vanilla and real cream and real milk, and it's a half gallon.
Yeah,
It's
it's a full half gallon and it's $6.50.
that's it.
One thing about Trader Joe's, they don't have sales.
No,
They keep their prices low intentionally, so they don't need to have sales to pull people in.
but they also have what's called house brands. So basically, they don't sell any Heinz. They don't sell any major brand, no Nabisco. They basically make their own product and sell it, and they can control the quality and the cost that way. But they use the manufacturers from Kraft, Heinz. That's also well known. But they also import stuff from all around the world.
You can see it's starting to crisp. It looks like it's starting to crisp up.
Yeah, it's crisp up, and it just makes a huge mess because because me.
Yeah,
So
it kind of makes me wish we did have a Trader Joe's here in Western Pennsylvania. So
They are. It's a cult, and there's a reason for it. And it's just, I think Donna can contest if she's still here. She does. If you follow her channel, she does a traditional haul where she talks about where she goes, and she gets stuff like lobster ravioli, and it's enough for like 3 or 4 people for lobster. And it's like $3.99 for this container.
it's a very affordable
Fresh.
food. What's great about Trader Joe's also is the fact that you go in, if you want to try and sample something, you don't have to buy it.
No.
The employees there will open it and have you taste it right there on the floor. No problem. The food's not on the floor. They're standing on the floor and opening the package for you.
I was at the check register, and I saw their
so no 15-second rule.
no 15
Yes.
second. So
Yes,
they-
go for it, Todd.
Yeah, I said you said the food's not on the floor. So there's no 15-second rule with that.
No 15-second rule. No.
So we were at the check register, and they have like their little product, and it was chocolate birthday cake sprinkled chocolate, white chocolate. I am putting stuff everywhere. I'm like, oh, this looks kind of cool, I was curious. The cashier grabbed it out of my hand, opened it up, make sure he wasn't touching it, and said, here, try it, right then and there. It was just like, whoa. So you could try all the stuff right then and there, and if you don't like it, with absolute reason. I mean, you can't just, open up a jar of sauce and say, let me taste this.
And the interesting thing is that when he opened it, he had one of the other employees go grab another package so we could take a sealed package home. And then he took that package, put it in the break room so that all the employees there could sample what the food tastes like. They have firsthand knowledge all of their food products on the floor. They want to make sure that all the employees know what they're talking about, can make recommendations to people. You won't get that at your local Safeway.
No, Trader Joe's is worth all the hype. And we're kind of like Donna. We have one close by, but not really. We have to plan it. And, it's definitely a huff. But we only get all of their crisps, or what we call chips, tortilla chips.
I'm at a disadvantage here. I don't have the little Dougism jingle that we do.
That's very good. You don't need to. Just follow us if you want to know more. Okay, look, it's getting crispy.
Well, I am happy to at least say we did get at least one Dougism so far. So
It's starting to crisp up there. It's kind of bright right now. There it is. You can see that. You just want it lightly toasted. And once it's toasted, you're going to use the eggs, right?
Yeah, I mean, so this is just Taiwanese scallion pancakes. You could do this with the tortilla. I mean, breakfast wraps are all the rage. I hate breakfast wraps at restaurants because they charge you $15 for a breakfast burrito. And it's like, I can make it at home for like $1 or $2. Because you just scramble some egg, you throw some bacon in it, and some cheese, some sour cream rolled up in a tortilla, and you're done.
There's another Dougism for you.
Oh, gosh. All these noobs don't know my language.
Yeah, we're almost ready with the second side, too.
I'm trying to get it. Cook, you little thing, cook. I talk to my food.
He does. He talks all the time.
really, Doug talks all the time.
No, actually, I don't.
Really? I find that hard to believe, Doug, that you talk all the time.
No, I'm kind of mute. The other one's going to go super fast. Where's the Taiwanese pancakes?
That's right here. So, are there any other questions that you have out there?
Dave, do you have any questions for them?
No, so far just watching.
Yeah, just kind of watching and learning. And
I did this last time and I incinerated it, so I was very, very upset with myself and used a lot of colorful language.
Yeah.
But now I know how to cook them.
As we were practicing it, yeah, it did take on a bit of a
You learn because I
more of a burnt hue to it.
and
Oh, that's
nobody
looking really good.
Yeah, so I now know.
You want to sit it down on the plate somewhere? Oh, it's like great. That looks really good.
Yeah, it's glistening.
See, that's like cooked perfectly there.
All your food should be transparent.
And just an update for everybody, we are currently at $95.
Way to go!
So let's keep it going, guys, and give generously. This is an amazing charity to give to, and as we said from the get-go, it takes a village, so any help that we can get to cross our goal. Here in a little bit, we'll talk about a couple giveaways we have lined up, so we'll see what happens with that.
I think that's just about ready, don't you, Doug?
It looks a little puffy. I think it looks good.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's
I
perfect.
think it's golden brown and delicious, as Alden Brown would say.
We'll just set this aside.
We get some extra. Get the other one. Make sure you put more lubricant in it.
Oh, you don't have to do that one now. You can do the eggs first.
Yeah, I want to do it while this thing is hot. Hot, 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 hot.
Now did you hear the sizzle there? The pan's really hot now.
This one won't take as long as we have the stove.
Now that the pan is hot, it's not going to take as long to crisp up. But we each need to have a breakfast taco. So, well,
Wrap,
brunch.
taco, brunch.
Yeah. I call them tacos because I usually fold it up. You can try and roll it, but
No,
they're kind of small for rolling.
this is a 8-inch.
pan.
Yeah.
I think it's a 9-inch pan, but the cakes are about 7 to 8 inches wide.
What are them?
Okay, so
We're getting there.
by the way, he did pre-do the hash browns. That was what you heard earlier in the show when we were talking about the air fryer. He did hash browns, so they're already crisped up,
Yeah, you can see.
and then you can put them inside
Yum. Oh,
right there.
those are really golden brown and delicious.
And I just put the Totify link for people who are interested in donating for our fundraiser here today. So that is back up on the main screen here.
It's in the chat too. It's beginning.
Wonderful. Well, while we wait for this, Todd, while we wait for this one to crisp up, do you want to run that commercial again for No Kid Hungry?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll go ahead and cut to that. Actually, I think I have another one to show.
Childhood hunger in America is real. Children come to school every single day not having access to food, not knowing whether they're going to have 3 meals a day.
Gorgeous. Oh, baby boy, we got $100 dodo.
Partnering with No Kid Hungry has allowed us to provide access to breakfast for all.
We're doing quests on PC today and raising money for charity. Fork yeah.
We did it. We did it. We did it. Okay, now can we pick these guys up?
What? Thank you so much. Thank you, Zerog. Your name's going on a cup.
Landor, thank you for the $5 for charity. Very kind of you.
We did, Koga. We did our job.
That's a lot of spiders. We defeated the spiders and we get the potato party. The Eye of Sauron has spotted me.
I don't know if it gets any better than this, and I can't say enough, Impulse. We couldn't have picked a better person to lead the charge, so thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's it.
Okay. And we're just about
Okay.
About that.
So, I apologize. I didn't expect that to be as long as it is, but that looks amazing, Doug.
Yeah.
And you said it's actually not very expensive to make, correct?
No, these. We apologize. I did not know how much these are, but tortillas.
Uh-huh.
They're cheap, and eggs.
Yeah, you don't have to use these pancakes. We just like the flavor of them. You can use any tortilla actually for the same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we just happen to like these green onion pancakes from Trader Joe's. But that's looking really good.
Yeah. I'm on a roll, so normally we would just do one and then do it, but these are turning out better than I expected, so I'm much more happier. So bearing us for crispiness.
Perfect. Yeah, that's ready to go.
That looks really, really good, Doug.
Okay, so we're gonna turn on our gas.
Now, here's a question for you. I know you guys have had. I'm assuming you guys have had both. Do you guys prefer electric or gas with your cooking?
Okay, this is my philosophy, and the Earth is changing. The stovetop, I actually like the cooking gas on the stove.
Okay.
The bottom, we have what's called dual fuel, which is I like to bake in electric because electric is less humidity, and so I'm big on baking in an electric oven but cooking gas. Now, we all hear what's been going on with the environment. They're trying to ban gas in a lot of areas. Electric is it could be an amazing with also induction.
So we're adding a little bit more oil to the pan.
Just a skosh. Oops, that was weird.
And that's 2 eggs, some seasoning, a little pepper.
Yeah.
As half and half. And then we also have some other ingredients to go in that.
Okay.
Electric has gone really like ceramic. Ceramic is
you're gonna add the
add some.
Okay. He's gonna add. We chopped up a couple hands full of spinach, so you can put that in there as well. Again, these are very customizable. You can put in anything you want. If you want onion or some garlic, you can do that as well.
We feel like we need to eat vegetables, so.
But we do like having some spinach in there, kind of a Florentine flair.
Yeah, I definitely like fresh spinach compared to basically any. I really can't stand lettuce, so I actually prefer having spinach as a replacement for lettuce, just in my opinion. But
Well, I'm with you. I really like having spinach in salads and things. It's also very affordable. Where we shop at a store called Winco, what Doug refers to as the Frugal Hoosier.
Yeah, we're on tightwad status with them. They're just very inexpensive, high quality.
It's like shopping in a warehouse. The prices are very low. So I remember doing a price comparison one time where we bought the identical ingredients at Winco and then went to Safeway. The ingredient list at Winco was $10 after everything was purchased, and Safeway was $30.
Oh yeah,
for the same exact product.
So yeah, your eggs don't need to be rubber. They don't need to cook forever. See, they're cooked. So, and then you just go like this. Might have to give it some love. It does slide off as a German pancake. See how it's barely cooked on the side. See how they're golden brown and delicious.
So let me ask you this, Doug.
And then
since you are worldly famous for your Dougisms, let's hear you talk about kale.
Kale?
Yes.
I don't mind it. The only way I can choke it down is in a smoothie.
Okay.
I've had it. I mean, look at it, it's delicious. So put this
those hash browns look awesome.
Oh yeah.
And then you just kind of.
Those are the best kind, in my opinion.
Okay, so there is the meal.
There's the meal, and then
what you do?
You can add a little flavor to it. Here, we're gonna go ahead and put the camera back down.
Salsa, yeah, you can put it.
I'm gonna put the camera back down here. And let me get back in camera view. I have to put the microphone over as well so that you can hear us. All right. So something that I like to have also from Trader Joe's is, let's see, is that right? Yeah, let's move this a bit and move this down. And then I should probably turn off the overhead lights because it's really washing me out again. There, that's better.
Now, Arnie, I see you guys have a tree already decorated.
Yes.
What is the theme of that tree?
That is the Halloween tree. So
okay.
Let me see. I think that's actually the sensor that we have for the Crystal Grove. So if
Let me turn it on.
So I say, oh no, that's right. It's a remote.
It's a remote.
So he's got it on remote. So here, let's go ahead and take a look at it. There it is. And and then we also have, hey Siri, turn on the fireplace. We have our fireplace ready to go too.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Yeah. So this is just the beginning of the festivities. Fall and Halloween are a lot smaller comparatively so to what we do for Christmas. We're setting up 33 and a half trees this year for our Christmas forest.
Yeah,
So anyway,
we will definitely have to take a tour of the Christmas forest.
oh, absolutely. So here we have the breakfast taco. There's the pancake, and we've got the eggs in there. It's got some spinach, some cheese, and then also in that, to give it a little flavor, a little kick, I use this. This is a crunchy chili onion. What this is it's actually a chili oil, but it's also, if you look at the side, it's from Trader Joe's.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, so this is a wonderful little thing, and the crunchy is there. The ingredient list, they have, let's see, let's get some little light there. It's dried onions, some dried garlic, dried bell peppers, and other things like that. So, and then they put in the chili oil, and I'll tell you, this stuff is magic. I love this stuff. It's delicious. But Doug, should I go ahead and start eating
Yes,
this?
here, get your chili oil. Here's a fork, and
Okay.
let's get a napkin, a spoon, in case you need a knife. Here's a spoon for you.
Okay, thank you.
I'm making mine because we got to do all this. Here's a.
Let me show what this looks like inside. So you can actually see.
Oh my, that looks awesome.
Yeah, it's a delicious chili oil with crunchy bits inside. So that's what the onion. You can see what that looks like right there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, onion, other dried vegetables, some garlic is there, some bell pepper in there. So I just take a little and I drizzle it inside the taco.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Or you can use regular salsa.
Yeah, you can use any salsa, of course, but I really like this chili oil.
Paste is from what, New Mexico? New York City.
Yeah. So I just kind of like drizzle it here, and I'll show you what I did.
Arnie, Donna wants to know, is it super spicy?
It's got a kick.
Yes, Donna. I'm also very sensitive. I like a little kick, but this is a little bit too much. But I've controlled it. I will put like just a drizzle or a dollop or an eye drop.
Yeah.
And
So
a little goes a long way.
Think this way: in a regular Chinese restaurant, you'll see chili oil on the table. It's about that heat level. So
Okay.
I like that kind of heat. It's not for everyone.
But you can still have a little bit to get it, and it also depends on food. Because some food also diminishes the hotness, but it gives you that flavor.
Now, I'll be putting this video out, so all the ingredients that we list, I'll put that out there on our social media as well on Pepper Tree Villa. We were also going to be doing a special little drink, but we didn't have all the ingredients to go with it, so you'll see that on Monday night's show. I'll be going to the Frugal Hoosier a little later and getting those ingredients today.
Okay.
So I want to make sure that, because with fall approaching, we have our decorations ready to go. Pumpkin spice season is upon us. So it's going to be a pumpkin spice latte that we're going to be putting together.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
But it's our spin on it. So we're going to use real pumpkin puree, not a syrup. And then,
Okay, with that being said, Arnie.
Yes.
I know we've talked about it in the past, especially in the last show. Why is No Kid Hungry important to you and Doug?
I work for Contra Costa County. That is our local county here in California. And where I work is our local health plan. So we focus a lot on Medicaid patients. Our member base is significantly young. I was looking at the numbers, and almost half of the members that we have for our health plan are under the age of 21. So, we're talking like 30 some odd percent. That's a huge percentage of people that are on what we call Medi-Cal. It's Medicaid, but because it's in California, it's Medi-Cal.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of them are underserved in so many ways. And one of those things is food. They have a problem with food insecurity. Sometimes some of these families have to choose whether to keep the lights on or to buy food for groceries at the store.
Yeah, I know you and Doug have talked about you had that problem at one point. Correct?
Yes, we had that problem as well. I mean, there was a time I was without a job at one point, and
during the Great Recession, it was
Yeah.
2009, 2010.
2010,
and
I
everything
had
was
been let
just-
go from my job. Money was tight. There was a stretch there of 10, 11 days when we had 37 cents in our checking account. We couldn't just run down to the grocery store to buy a head of lettuce.
No, we had no credit cards. It
So
was bad.
fortunately, we were able to get help. And one of those helps is, your local food bank. If you're fortunate enough to have family and friends around you that are supportive, that's helpful. But the thing is that not everyone has that support. No Kid Hungry offers the ability for children, especially in schools, to make sure that they don't go hungry. One thing is so important. Kids need to eat. If they are hungry, if they haven't eaten anything, they can't focus on learning. They're more concerned about, am I going to be able to eat? I'm hungry. I can't do anything. So this fundraiser gives us the ability to help provide every dollar provides enough for 10 meals.
Is that right, Dave?
Yes, absolutely.
That is an amazing ratio. That's just 10 cents per meal. You can do a lot with just a little bit of money.
Yeah. I actually printed off some facts here from No Kid Hungry's website, and it's kind of eye-opening what some of the facts they present. They say 3 out of 4 public school teachers say that students regularly come to school hungry, and 81% say it happens at least once a week. Something else that they say too is 22 million is the number of kids that rely on free or reduced price school lunches.
Yeah.
And also says 12 million is the number of kids that rely on free or reduced price school breakfast. And 4 million is the number of kids that rely on free meals in the summer when school meals aren't available. That is definitely eye-opening, and that's kind of why I love charities like No Kid Hungry.
Yeah. Right now, prior to the pandemic ending, food was guaranteed to children in school. Didn't matter if they had the money or not for a meal. But as COVID-related funds are being stripped away, so are those food items for some children that are in school. A lot of them don't have the ability to eat now. So No Kid Hungry is just so important. And like I said, it's near and dear to my heart because no one should have to be hungry in a country like ours.
Yeah,
that is
definitely
so wealthy. We have plenty of food for people. But the thing is that some people just don't have access to it. So it's just so important.
Yeah, I was just going to add that, it's not political, but that's one thing. We need clean air to breathe, clean water, access to good water, and we need food or we can't live. And that is the whole food thing. And we have a passion for food and cooking it. It should be something that's not just celebrated for the wealthy, but it should be something that everybody should have access to. And we have food deserts. Technically, we actually do live in a food desert, is where we don't really have access to that much fruits and vegetables, or you just live in an area where it's just tons of fast food. I'm all for convenience, people. There's the, getting something frozen, warming it up for convenience. I totally believe in that. But I think we're relying on too much of processed food. And
one of the things I get to do with my job, especially with working for Skills of Central Pennsylvania, I have it set up where I will actually take the members that come into my facility. We get to help pass out food with a mobile food bank that travels the area and passes out just humongous cases of food. Like they will get fresh vegetables, fresh fruits. It's just amazing the amount of people that come in from our area, especially. I mean, Johnstown is a kind of very impoverished area, and it's really heartwarming to see whenever you see people coming in and their faces light up over just the fact that they get this little bit of extra food. And we had Verna join in here in the chat, and she says, I worked at a preschool, all low-income inner city. Friday lunch was always a big meal. The cook did this just in case the kids didn't get to eat over the weekend. And then she also goes on to say, it's not the food that isn't available or programs aren't available. It's the citation the family is in. Not knowing how to get help, it's sad.
That situation for people, it's very
the
sad.
education, yeah.
But yeah, the thing is that programs like No Kid Hungry actually teach people how to get their food. And it's a wonderful fundraiser. It's just such a great organization. So Todd, this is our meal.
Yeah. Sorry, we're picking out. It's 3:00 here in California time, so this is our lunch.
So there we go.
Okay, looks awesome.
It's our pre-evening dinner.
With that being said, I'm going to do a quick break here, and then I believe Dave is ready to go with. We're going to be making Dutch babies.
Wonderful. Thanks for having us, Todd. And we're more than happy to do this anytime you raise funds for No Kid Hungry.
Yes, we'll have a moment with Howie while you guys eat your food there.
I do want to say we will be also featuring this on our show on Monday night.
Oh, awesome. I appreciate you doing that.
We do PTV Live every Monday night, 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific on our channel, Pepper Tree Villa. And we will be featuring this No Kid Hungry fundraiser on Monday night. So
with that being said, before I cut to the commercial break, many of you guys know who watch us that we also just put out a cookbook here a couple weeks ago, which I know you guys just got yours.
We just got it.
Yes, we did.
Like
we just got
2
it.
days, 3 days ago.
Yeah.
With that being said, okay, the next person that donates $100 gets this bad boy right here.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's
really nice.
Yeah. And the nice thing about it is we have basically every picture of every recipe we've done in this. Arnie, I'm forever grateful that you wrote the foreword for our book. I mean, that meant a lot to Dave and I. And little known fact too, the pictures of Dave and I in the book and on the back was actually taken by my boss. So a special shout out to Denny and his wife Liz, who took time out of their schedule and took photos for us, and we appreciate them helping us out today. Wonderful. If anybody is interested, check out Miller Moments on Facebook. They are an amazing husband and wife photography team. Dave and I honestly had the best time getting our photos done with everything with that. So with that being said, I'm going to cut to a moment with Howie, and when we come back, Dave is going to be making Dutch babies.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay, so we are back now. With that being said, we're going to
switch to the phone here.
I'm going to add Dave to the stream here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll mute my mic so he can.
You're going to mute yourself.
I just did.
Okay. We're going to go off the phone here. Turn the volume down a little bit. Let's try that. That's a little better. And you want to take a look here. Okay, we're going to make a Dutch baby. And this is very easy. What we're going to start with is a half cup of milk at room temperature. These have been sitting out like this. 2 eggs, also at room temperature. Now, when you make pancakes, they're fluffier if you have the wet ingredients at room temperature. For a Dutch baby, it's all about the fluff, so it's imperative that the ingredients be at room temperature. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar in our food processor here, half teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of vanilla, and then a half cup of flour. And we are just going to zap this for 10 seconds. Okay. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape down the sides just a little bit.
Okay. You need a scraper?
Yeah. With the little one. Okay. Okay. Because you might have some flour sticking to the sides of the food processor. Yeah, we got some flour sticking there. So we want to get rid of that. Make sure it's all good and mixed together.
But yes, we definitely love our Ninja chopper here. It's helped us with various recipes throughout our tenure here on YouTube. So.
And then we're going to zap this for another 10 seconds. Okay.
All right, that looks good.
That looks good. And we're just going to let this sit for about 20 to 25 minutes to let the flour absorb some of the liquid.
Okay.
In the meantime, we're going to go over here to our stove. I'm going to take a cast iron skillet, about a 10-inch cast iron skillet. We're going to throw it in the cold oven. And then I'm going to preheat the oven to 425 degrees while we're waiting for our liquid to get ready.
Okay.
And so now we just wait.
Okay. So, we're going to cut back to me here. And let's see here. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to check an update here and see how we're doing. I'm going to mute this mic here. Let's see how we're doing update wise. See if anybody has jumped in on the getting our cookbook, which is Fox Hall of Favorites. Yeah, whenever we started the channel itself, we had so many cookbooks and so many recipes just and we're definitely grateful for everything, and being able to give back to the community is definitely very important to us. I mean, I'm very adamant on giving back, whether it's we've done stuff with Flight 93 is literally what, 25 minutes from
25 minutes, something like that from here.
Yeah, which we've helped with the forest or tree
planting, the reforestation.
Yes, I'm glad you're able to.
Because the whole area is basically an old strip mine where Flight 93 crashed, and so what they're doing is reforesting the whole area. They planted something like 60,000 trees over 10 years.
Yeah,
and we did it 3 years, 4 years, including last year was the last time they did it.
Yeah, we weren't unfortunately able to help out during COVID because I think they only let like the one local university come in and plant over the 2 days. Time. But yeah, we were definitely adamant with helping with that, and we're also adamant about just kind of being able to give something back.
Right.
Is something that means something to Dave and I, especially. I mean, that's kind of just something kind of hits close to home with me.
Mhm.
I mean, I've been grateful to have had a mother and a father both that worked full time. My dad worked for the railroad, and actually, believe it or not, my mom was a lunch lady in my school. So I actually was able to make sure I always had a good meal at lunchtime, which not many people get to have. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know much about your situation throughout school, but
Oh, we were okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we did okay.
Let's see. Anybody have any questions for us right now?
Mhm.
I don't know who all is still in the chat, but yeah, just hit us up with a question while we're
waiting for this mixture to heat up or
Yes.
flour to heat up.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Dave did test the Dutch babies the other night.
yes, we made one the other night. We made one Wednesday, and it was delicious.
Yeah. He knows I go to bed at 8:30 because I get up for the gym first thing in the morning. What made you decide to start Fox Hollow Kitchen? Well, COVID.
Yeah, it was COVID basically.
We both work out really hardcore during the weekends at our local Planet Fitness, and whenever COVID hit, I'm one of these people, I cannot sit at home and just stare off into space. Well, you're the complete opposite.
Yeah, he was going stir crazy because we were locked down. Nobody could go anywhere. Everything was closed. So,
and that's when I reached out to Arnie and asked him, what all did you do with starting up your YouTube channel? And also, I've been kind of grateful with my brother being a video editor for Gannett down in Atlanta, Georgia. He has actually watched a lot of our episodes and kind of helped us, coach us along the way with do this, don't do this, do this, don't do this, which actually after the show's over today, I'm actually going to see him down at my parents'. So we haven't seen Scott, about a year now?
It's been almost a year.
Yeah, Scott and Danny are coming up from Georgia. Actually, they should be probably there about now, down at mom and dad's. So, let's see how we are doing money-wise.
$95.
$95 still.
Yeah.
We are also going to give away T-shirts as well. We haven't really decided on the color yet.
Yeah.
We're going to give away 10 T-shirts. We kind of ran into this problem last time, which I did really.
For anybody that donates, we'll give them a T-shirt.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be any certain amount, but if you give a little bit, the first 10 people that give to our cause will get a T-shirt. I haven't decided on the color yet, which is definitely nice having a cousin who owns a silkscreen business. Yeah. So thank you to Shauna, who makes all our
shirts.
Yes, like the one that
I'm wearing right here.
Yes,
Fox Hollow shirt.
We had had Shauna make us 2 custom shirts just for a scavenger hunt we did. What, about 2 weeks ago? 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago.
Where we were running around the whole city of Johnstown trying to score enough points so we could dig up $10,000 that a guy had buried in the city of Johnstown. So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. We did okay. We didn't win.
Even though we got wet and somebody was cranky pants.
It rained all morning. It finally quit raining about 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, the moment we walk out of the building where we had the clothes and everything, it starts pouring down rain, and somebody was kind of cranky pants and saying about getting wet. So, any other questions? Anything you guys want to know about us, about Fox Hollow?
No Kid Hungry.
No Kid Hungry. anything.
The donations, anything like that. The donations at the donation link go straight to No Kid Hungry. They don't go to us in any way. That goes straight to their link. It goes straight to them.
Yes, and they've actually, I think it was tweeted back. I think Donna.
Yeah,
it came back to Donna. But initially, the first time when we did this back in October, we had repeated messages from No Kid Hungry saying thank you for helping out with the cause.
Right.
We did raise a. Let's see what it was last time. It was. See if I can figure this out here. I really don't.
It was 1,100 we did last.
Yeah,
time.
It was 1,100 and I think like $5 or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think my mom swooped in last minute and donated $20 to us.
$20.
So, yeah. Anybody in the chat right now want to know what are some of our favorite recipes are? What kind of inspired us to start cooking? Anything like that. So, pop in a question, and we will be more than happy to answer it. Nobody has jumped at the opportunity yet for a
cookbook.
Fox Hollow Favorites cookbook.
Yes.
I'll let you Vanna White this.
This is the cookbook has 50 of our favorite recipes in it. We chose some of our favorites from the site over the last couple of years from our YouTube channel, and we had viewers choose 20 of them out of the 50 for what they wanted to have, and it's the more popular recipes. Like, for example, let's see what's in here.
The jalapeno cheddar bagels. Those things are the
Jalapeno
bomb.com. So
lemon bars.
Okay, Donna wants to know. Okay, I will tell her my favorite recipe, and you can definitely say what is yours. Donna wants to know what our favorite recipe we have made is on one of our videos. Mine, honestly, was the lemon blueberry scones that we made. It was kind of, I'm really one of these types that likes to show our sense of humor with any type of show, whether we throw in like a pop culture reference, anything like that. And we kind of called that episode the Game of Scones episode, and just had some really good puns and jokes with it. And it's honestly to date one of my favorite episodes we've done. I think another one, any chance we get to really work out of my mom's kitchen.
Right.
She has a bigger kitchen and more light, more chance to able to move. We are really grateful for being able to do something like that. I think the one I always enjoyed doing, and we haven't made it in a while, was nudie.
The nudie. That was a good episode.
Yes, which there is a story behind that, which you can detail. With that.
It was on an episode of Beat Bobby Flay, and his fell apart.
Yeah. Yes, his fell apart.
Yeah.
So me being the type that always jumps out of the opportunity to challenge myself, I look over at Dave and said, I want to try making that.
Yeah. Nudie, tell them what nudie is, though.
It's basically like a naked ravioli. It's
ravioli without the pasta around it. So it's just the filling of the ravioli, and you have to boil it without the skin on it. So it's tough to make it. They're little meatballs, and it's tough to make it without them just collapsing in the water. So that's the difficulty. They might just turn to soup. So I think we, out of 25 that we did, I think we lost 3 of them.
Yeah.
To the water. My oven's ready, so we're gonna give it a couple more minutes here.
Okay. So what is your favorite recipe?
I think the favorite recipe, the favorite show that we did was the cannoli. That was a great show.
Yeah.
I made cannoli from scratch. Made our own shells. And filled it with ricotta cheese and chocolate chips.
Yeah, believe it or not, I actually think our number one super fan actually was inspired by you to make cannolis for the first time.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, our number one super fan, which I know he'll probably end up watching this eventually, and yeah, we'll give him his props. He said he was actually inspired by you to take a chance on that.
So
another one I think was, well, not so much a favorite recipe, but one that kind of definitely surprised us how well it did was the pumpkin cookies with the powdered sugar glaze on them.
Pumpkin cookies were a good recipe, and they're very easy to make, and that was one of our earlier shows.
Yes, and I remember just texting you whenever at work, just watching the numbers just go up and up and up, and I'm like, what is going on here? And, any recipes that kind of caught you off guard?
In the book, the key lime pie is awesome. That's an awesome recipe, and that's in the cookbook as well. It just turned out really well. I made 2 of them, and they were both fantastic.
Yeah, one thing I will say about our cookbook, we do actually have a couple of old-timey recipes. For example, I have my great-grandmother's crumb cake. Great-grandma Ken Singer's crumb cake, and then also an old-fashioned peanut butter cookie, which we revisited here a couple weeks ago and tried to level it up. And it was kind of neat watching back that was actually our first episode.
First episode was those peanut butter cookies.
Yes. Yes. So let's see here. How much time do you have on your
let's see how much time we have here to go. 9 minutes.
9 minutes on the
flower.
Okay. Anything else people want to know? Yes, Arnie. It's definitely been a long time since that first episode, and it's amazing to see how far we've come. And how embarrassing this first couple episodes were, considering how far where we're at now compared to the first couple times. And I would just remember being so paranoid with some of these episodes, and yeah, it's kind of nice to see how far we've come and have to look back at them and laugh. And what else?
The pierogies, of course.
Oh, yes, the pierogies.
Yes, those were excellent.
Yes, I tried to get a pierogi recipe. Okay. Oh, okay.
It's the first recipe that didn't work. That's a good one. I'm trying to think of the first one that didn't work.
Oh, I know which ones, and because I remember you said how nasty they were.
What's that?
The sweet potato biscuits.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that didn't turn out too well. That was a while ago. That was probably the first one that we did that we never ended up doing them.
Because we test ran them, and then Dave's like, "These are terrible. We're not doing this for a show."
Yes.
Another one that kind of comes to mind was a recipe I found from Giada. And I'm like, oh, these look fun. And these were, you know which one I'm talking about?
Which one are you talking about?
The peanut butter cupcakes with the caramel.
Oh, the peanut butter cupcakes with caramel. Filling. That one was a nightmare.
That was a disaster.
Well. So
the video I watched shows her putting caramel in the middle of a cupcake and then baking it.
Yeah.
And whenever she opens it up, the caramel oozes out and everything. I'm like, oh,
that's terrific.
I'm like, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And well,
it didn't work that way.
Yeah, they kind of all solidified in the cupcakes, and then the center of the cupcakes collapsed in on itself. And I'm literally, he's filming me, and I'm on the verge of tears because
we can't do that one.
I'm like, this is going to be a nightmare. And here we got, I believe, like 130 views on the cupcakes.
We actually ended up doing it, and it was 130 views on the cupcakes. So it was like,
yes.
Okay.
What's another episode that you could think of?
We tried to make those peppermint cookies that time.
Ooh.
There was a recipe for candy cane cookies.
Oh, I'm going to just
And
let
we
you.
tried to.
I'm
we
going to
did
just
that,
let you
and
tell the story.
They're basically
on-
sugar cookies with broken up candy canes in them. Well, it turns out the oil from the candy canes melts and they just went everywhere. They weren't cookies at all. They were just soup. So that ended up being
globs.
We ended up not doing that one.
Yeah, we literally stopped filming midway through,
So
and
we don't have a recipe this week. We're gonna have to find something else.
yeah, and then we backpedaled and we're like, okay, we're doing this instead. So
and it worked out.
yes. But back to the pierogies. That was actually the first episode we had our old cameraman Gino coming in and
taking care of it.
Yes, and
helping us out.
filming us and being it. But the recipe I tried to get, which I know she'll be watching probably later on after I send her the link to this. I have a friend who's Polish, and I tried to get her family's recipe, and I was going to give her credit and everything, and she said, I'm actually not allowed to give you the recipe. She's like, I would have to kill you.
I'm not allowed to give that out.
So she gave me one that she said was very similar.
Very similar. It worked.
Yes, and it worked. And we actually haven't made them in a while.
We haven't made those. Those are something we're going to have to make again because we made mashed our own potatoes and put cheese in them. They were cheesy potato pierogies. They turned out really excellent. So,
any other questions here? This is kind of nice just answering questions like this while we're waiting.
Good. Yeah, we only got a couple minutes here.
Yeah.
To wait.
Let's check we have our Mormor's
cookie recipe.
That's like that. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, they were. Another one that Okay, so.
Anonymous.
Yeah, we had somebody
$20.
Anonymous donation.
Okay.
If you gave us a donation, please message us on Facebook, Threads, Instagram.
Yes.
We're trying to weed ourselves out of it's not even the call data Twitter anymore.
It's Twitter, it's X.
Yeah, it's X. So yeah, we are we're trying to weed ourselves out from using that. Oh, okay. Cool.
Good.
Anything you guys want to see us try and take it on?
Yeah, that would be a good question.
Yes.
Anything we could a challenge we could try to do.
Yes.
In a future episode.
Yes, I mean he makes fun of me because I'll sit in front of the computer for like hours and just try and plan out a schedule and
planning out for months in advance.
Yes, because
what we're gonna do.
Okay, let's see here. The next person to donate $20, Dave will sing another song.
No, I won't.
Yeah, you will.
You'll sing a song. It's your turn to sing a song.
I did for the last show.
Oh, okay. I did sing the song. Maybe.
Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Meatloaf. I'm actually not allowed to do Meatloaf, more or less, because Dave knows I kind of got in trouble at one point making Meatloaf and referring it to better than Mama Hall's Meatloaf. And yeah. I kind of got told, you're not allowed to call that because your mother's meatloaf's the best that ever is. I'm like,
you can't say that.
Yeah,
can't say that on television.
Yeah, so no, well, can't say that on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
You see how much time we got here?
Yes.
Oh, we're ready to go.
We're ready to go here? Yeah. All right. So I'm going to switch it over to Dave on
my phone again.
Yes. And I'm going to mute me. And we're going to switch it over to Dave.
Yep. See if I do this right here. You got me on there. There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Now hold on to that.
Okay, so what are we doing here next?
Okay, so what we're doing next is I'm going to take, forgot I need to get out 2 tablespoons of butter here. So we are going to cut off 2 tablespoons worth of butter. This is an important part.
Yes, you don't want to forget any important parts here. And as I said earlier, any of the recipes that you guys see here today, we will be more than happy to share with everybody.
We are going to come over to the oven here and we're going to get our skillet out. Now this is very hot, so I'm wearing an oven mitt. That's why I'm using an iron skillet.
Safety first.
Yep, iron skillet. The thing about an iron skillet is once it gets hot, it stays hot. It doesn't get cold like aluminum or something like that. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to melt it in our skillet. Hear that sizzle?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to make sure we get the sides of the skillet done.
Okay.
And the bottom. And coat it really good. There's 2 tablespoons of butter here. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So we're going to make sure it's coated really good, especially the edges.
And yes, we definitely like using a really good butter for any baking that we use. The brand we always use is, I'm pretty sure we could say this on air. Is it Kelly Gold or Kerrygold?
Kerrygold.
Yes, Kerrygold butter, which is an Irish butter. So,
okay. Now that I got that done, we're going to take our batter.
Okay.
And we're going to pour that right in here.
Okay. You might want to take the chopper out.
We took the chopper out. And we're going to pour our batter right into the skillet.
Okay.
Get it all in there.
Okay. That looks great.
Okay. And we're going to put this back in the oven for about 17 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. When I did it Wednesday, about 17 minutes was perfect. So we're going to throw it back in the oven.
Now, is there any certain thing that you could top a Dutch baby with or put with Dutch babies?
We're going to put fruit and powdered sugar. When it comes out, throw powdered sugar on it. Get back to you. There we go.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. And we are definitely grateful for my Aunt Winnie also. She actually, whenever Dave and I first moved into our house, she was kind enough to donate her old stove to us. Is whenever we moved in, we didn't have any appliances here.
Yes.
So yes, we are definitely grateful. My mom and dad found us a refrigerator, and also we had a stove donated to us by my Aunt Winnie, or as I like to call her, Aunt Sis. Yeah, the stove was literally less than 2 years old, and she just wanted to upgrade the stove, so she gave us her old one. So, yeah, trying to think of what else we can talk about here. Oh, cool, Donna. You said you use Kerrygold or Land O'Lakes?
Either one.
Yes, we'll
go full screen here.
Yes.
Yeah, either one. A better butter like that has higher fat content, less moisture, so it's ideal for baking.
Okay.
Kirkland butter from Costco.
Okay. What's the difference with that one, Arnie?
Yeah, we try to use like a better butter. Margarine is the devil.
Yes.
Don't use margarine. Always real butter. to bake with at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of got you started with cooking and baking?
Just probably with my mom, just learning to cook growing up and just trying different things and experimenting. I was able to try different things and
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
okay
I mean, honestly, you've presented a lot of your family's stuff like
Right.
that. One of the recipes that we have is
my mom's potato soup.
Yes.
Which is very simple but very deceptively complicated to make.
When your mom doesn't give it,
Yeah, she didn't have
a little
a
bit of this,
recipe.
a little bit of this.
Yeah, put some of this, put some potatoes, and it's like, well, okay. So I had to have her guide me through it so that I knew exactly how to do it. But yes, margarine is not allowed in the PTV kitchen. Not allowed in our kitchen either.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the Kerrygold's probably, in my opinion, one of the better ones we've used for baking. With me, it's as I said, my mom was the lunch lady, and then both my grandmothers were fantastic cooks and bakers. I spent a lot of time growing up with my grandma Dotson,
right,
and some of the stuff that she would make, which some of the stuff I won't even mention because I don't want Doug getting sick or anything. Pickled pig's feet, but
pickled pig's feet. My mom used to eat that too.
Yeah, that and
Pig's feet.
that and salmon cakes.
Salmon cakes,
which I could still remember tasting like the little vertebrae from the salmon.
The little bones.
Yes, and just feeling like crunch and like. But no, Grandma Dotson was a fantastic cook. Grandma Hall was also a fantastic cook. Also, too, my sister is actually a fantastic cook as well too. I mean, she is probably one of the best people I know to make a chocolate cake with peanut butter icing.
Okay, chocolate cake. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, because any family get together, we always make sure not to do something like that because I'm pretty sure
she's gonna make it. Yeah.
My sister will be one to make that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else to talk about here.
Yeah. While we're waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, because how much time have we got?
Not about 13 minutes.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, and also too, when Dave and I first met, I was actually working for an Italian restaurant pizza shop too. And the owner's father was actually from Sicily. So I learned how to do pizza dough from scratch, pizza sauce from scratch, stuff like that. And it's something that I appreciate learning now. I didn't at the time, but yeah, it was one of those deals of definitely learning as I go here. And go check an update here on our money totals. See how we're doing. We're at $115.
$115. Okay.
And I'm going to actually have this up for what? You want to do it for a week?
Yeah, I'm not sure how long we put it up for. We put the campaign up for a little while, so you can still donate.
Yes. Yeah, even if you guys don't watch the live feed, you still have the opportunity to donate and also get the t-shirt, get the cookbook, anything like that. I mean,
the link to the donate link is in the chat. We could probably put it in again.
Yeah. Well, you're at this. Show me how to.
Yeah, we can probably put it in again.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, there it is. There's the link.
Yes. We are very appreciative of everybody stopping in to spend time with us, along with Arnie and Doug and Donna and Richard as well. So, yeah, I'm trying to think of what else to discuss. Anybody see any good movies, anything like that lately? Anybody have any questions, comments, anything like that? I will say this: ever since we started Fox Hollow Kitchen, our neighbors definitely
Yes.
love us and appreciate us because
The neighbors appreciate it.
we
They get free food every weekend.
Yes, we're pretty adamant about sharing what we make with our neighbors.
Because usually we cannot possibly eat all of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because usually we make, especially I think the bagels.
The bagels, yes.
Yeah, I think each of our neighbors got like 5 bagels because, which give me credit where credit's due.
Yes.
You did not think that episode was going to work.
There's some episodes you don't think they're going to work, and then they end up being
the best thing ever. Yeah, I don't know if that's how you feel, Donna, or Arnie, you feel the same way with that. It's the recipes that you think are going to work, bomb, and then it's the ones that you don't think are going to work are going to be the best thing in the world. So, how are we doing time-wise?
10 minutes.
10 minutes on that? Okay. Okay. Arnie said he was going to ask us about that. My office loves when we make baking videos for PTV. One of the things, especially, long story short, here, the end of April, I kind of had to transfer offices from my job and be. What's been the neighbor's favorite, Dave? You think?
As far as what we gave them, recently.
The jerk chicken we made.
Jerk chicken was really good. That went over really well.
Yes. Then the coconut cream pie too. As soon as I said about the coconut cream pie, Dave's eyes just got very big.
The coconut cream pie was awesome.
Yes.
That turned out really well.
What's been kind of your favorite thing that we've made that you thought was really, really delicious?
The carrot cake we made a couple, that was a while ago. That was
I think that was one of our first episodes.
One of the early episodes, and that's like the best carrot cake I've ever had. That's in the cookbook as well.
Yeah, actually, Arnie, in regards to that, the cannoli we made, our neighbor actually bought off of Dave.
He took the whole thing.
Yeah, she bought the whole thing, and because there was 12 cannolis, and
you took them and froze them.
Yeah, so honestly, I think one of my favorites I think we've done was, and I think it's in this cookbook too also, is the peanut butter melt away cake.
Yes, that's a good one. Peanut butter melt away cake.
Yeah, friends of mine who go to my home church back home, one of their her mom had recently passed, and one of the recipes she always made was a peanut butter melt away cake for like any family reunion, get together, anything like that. And I did that and took it to a church function, and the whole family literally took, I think, almost half the cake that day.
Oh yeah. Well, the one I remember is the Shirley Temple poke cake.
I'll let you tell the story on this one. So, by all means,
so we made what's called a Shirley Temple poke cake. It basically tastes like it tastes like cherry 7-Up, but it's a cake, and it has a whipped cream topping. And we took it to a family picnic.
The hall
reunion, and I did not get any of it because it was gone by the time I got in the line for the buffet and got to it. It was all gone. It was they ate it. I'm told it was delicious.
Yes, you were told.
So. Yes, so it was. Yeah, that was gone by the time I got there. So that was
yes. Yes.
Poke cake. It was good. Yeah.
Yes. What's another one that kind of sticks out? I'm trying to think.
The lemon bars were good.
Yeah,
we took those to the Easter
Mhm.
the Easter drive-through,
Yes.
and those got eaten.
Yes. Yeah, I was one of the characters for the drive-through, and Dave took photos for that.
Yes,
So
and we did. We took some of the leftover like lemon bars that we had made for that episode, and those got eaten up pretty.
yeah,
good.
along with the donuts. I think we filmed like 3 episodes within that week just to kind of get out in front of stuff. Oh, another good one was kind of throwing it back to Donna. We did a chocolate bacon cupcake episode.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, chocolate bacon cupcakes.
Yeah, because
dark chocolate bacon cupcakes.
Yeah, because we took them to whenever I was directed Fractured and you were in it.
Yeah, we took
and the cast literally inhaled them. So yeah, because I don't even think I even got one.
You might not have. Yeah.
Yes. Another one I think that kind of sticks out too, which the vultures. Another one that kind of honestly surprised us, I think, a little bit, because I know you were terrified whenever we first made it, but we had a request from our super fan about it. Was the strawberry pavlova?
Oh yes, yeah. That ended up being really a great episode.
Yeah.
And the pavlova turned out excellent. It's like a cloud of meringue, and you put whipped cream on it, and then cover it with fruit. Like I covered it with strawberries, and it's just like eating a cloud of sugar and meringue. They turned out really well.
Yeah, I think another one that kind of sticks out with me too, and we always make jokes about it anytime we watch any like cooking shows on TV. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, which one? Oh, the bread pudding.
Yes, bread pudding.
Bread pudding.
Yes. Yeah, as soon as we watch shows like Chopped or anything like that and see the people making bread pudding, we're
always fail. It's
always
always
always like, oh no. Because who is it that always rips into them?
Was it Alton Brown?
Yeah.
You don't have time to make bread pudding.
Yes. But I will give a credit to my friend Dave over in the UK for actually hooking us up with a really easy bread pudding recipe. I think that's also in.
It's also in the
Foxhole
of Favorites. Yep.
Foxhole of Favorites. Now at createyourcookbook.com. Ding. What else? Anything you've wanted to try that we have not done?
Yeah, we've tried a lot of stuff that I've done. We've gotten most of the things that I wanted to try.
Oh, I think probably some of our more recent favorite episodes too. And I know Arnie and Doug, you guys will appreciate this. We made Dorito casserole from the Schitt's Creek cookbook.
Yes. Inspired by Schitt's Creek, the Dorito casserole.
Yes.
It was good. Yeah.
Yes, Jocelyn's Dorito casserole.
We ended up taking that to a picnic as well.
It was actually Easter.
It was Easter we did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't want to do a dessert of whichever. The thing with us, people kind of expect us at like family get-togethers to do a dessert. So, and we always like to challenge ourselves with something different, kind of think outside the box. Okay, so we are at $115. Oh, welcome back, Donna.
Yep.
Oh, I think there is a recipe.
There might be a recipe for that in the.
You know what?
In the Schitt's Creek book.
Yeah, it's going to go on the.
Well, I have to get out.
Oh,
I can't.
Stand up. I think that may actually be in the cookbook, Doug.
I think our Dutch baby is about done.
Yes, I can smell the Dutch baby. But yeah, Dave's going to check to see whether or not if we have the recipe for sloppy Jocelyn's, because I think there's a bunch of stuff in here.
I don't know, but our Dutch baby is going to be ready here in like 1 second.
But yeah, hand me the cookbook.
I need you to film me.
But yes, this is the cookbook that we. Let's see. Selfish tacos, a big piece of fish, pre-order tuna melt, write-off risotto, one singular pizza, Jocelyn's Dorito casserole, Johnny's Christmas meatloaf.
Lover's curry.
Oh, yes. Something we'll have to make an episode too for you guys is peanut butter things from the farm witches.
Yes.
Yes. Which I correct me. All right. And Dave just told me the Dutch baby is ready.
So we're ready to take this out.
Okay, so I'm going to switch it over to him.
Come over.
Sure.
Make sure my mic is on so that they can hear me.
Yes.
Got it.
I'm right here.
Okay. We are going to pull this little guy out. Take a look.
Oh my word.
Oh yeah, that's looking really good.
That looks amazing.
Sizzling butter everywhere. And that looks really good. What we're going to do, give it a minute here.
Okay.
And you can serve it right out of the skillet if you want, or you can get it out. And I'm going to try to get it out and put it on a plate.
Okay. Yeah, just kind of show how big it actually is.
Yep. Now it does deflate a little bit once you get it out of the oven, but sticks a little bit to the bottom. We can get it out of here, I think. It's poofy.
Poofy?
It's very poofy. Need to get this out.
Okay.
Need my oven mitt. But yeah, we're gonna get this out of here. It tastes not unlike a French toast, but it's really puffy, like a puffy pancake.
Okay.
Take this and put it on a plate.
Maybe.
And there we go.
Haha. Now you said you're going to top this with strawberries and powdered sugar, right?
We're going to take some powdered sugar and just sprinkle it across the top.
Okay.
Needs a little bit of sweetness.
Yes.
And then I have some strawberries that I cut earlier. We're just going to throw some strawberries on top. You can use like apple pie filling, apples,
blueberries.
Blueberries would work too. You know, any kind of fruit works on these.
Okay.
And that is it. We're going to basically serve it with maple syrup and cut it up. And it's just good like that. Serve it warm.
Okay. I'll hand your phone back to you here, and I'll hop over to the main computer.
Okay.
Well, Arnie, if it was floofy, Floof would have to serve it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she is not out of hiding yet, so yeah, unfortunately we can't.
We're muted. That's okay.
Technical difficulties on my end because, yeah. Anyway, with that being said, we want to take a minute to thank, honestly, Arnie, Doug, Donna, Richard, everybody who's helped out with this today. We're really appreciative of this, and we look forward to. We've been looking forward to this for past couple weeks now. And I hope you guys enjoyed spending time with us here the past 2 hours. And just remember, it's good times
and good food
on Baking with Fox Hollow Kitchen. So we'll see you soon.